The SOC, the finding of alerts, the monitoring for signals of attacker behavior, is the last line of defense. After everything else fails, without the SOC, you're really flying blind.
AI accelerates the threat landscape, and at the same time, very excitingly, the same AI technology that attackers can use to hack a system shows, I think, really great promise in being able to approximate how a human thinks about these problems.
If you look at it from the sense of outside in, but also inside out, well, why can't we use AI ourselves? If we know that AI and the type of attacks that are coming from that are going to hit us and the speed at which they can hit us, are we set up for success to be able to react?
I went away for Christmas and they were talking about Rue code, and they're like, oh, this is Rue code. It's the new version of Klein. And I had tuned out for just long enough. I didn't even know what Klein was. And I was like, how did I miss Klein and the new version of Klein by, hang out with my family for Christmas? I missed both of those iterations of things. That's how quick this moved.
I took my exported timeline. Let's see what happens. So I loaded the log set into the chat, and I was like, hey, tell me what happened. And this is without all of those enrichments we just talked about. And man, this thing made up a wild story, completely off base, 100% wrong, but rightfully so. But it was very definitive. This file is bad. This thing is the thing you need to delete. It wasn't. It was some system file, right?
We have misunderstood defense in depth. Defense in depth never suggested that we're going to take 20 tools, stack them one on top of another, and hope that one of them will actually remain standing when we're being attacked. That was not the case. In reality, too many disconnected tools create havoc.
I don't see it as protecting data. I don't see it as protecting the organization. I see it as protecting people.
I really got into the side of actually helping with the ransomware events. So basically, I was able to get millions of dollars in Bitcoin because I had those relationships.
Overnight, 50-something dental surgeons and veterinarians, and they all became encrypted overnight. And next thing you know, there's 7 different responders, 7 different law firms, and the threat actor tool is all in the same chat. And we really had to learn to work together.
Your systems can't rely on an individual. It needs to be automated. It's like, oh, that system, I need to call Matt for that system to kick off and work properly. You don't have a system. You have a superhero.
5 years from now, the biggest thing that we're going to have, I think we're going to have an apprenticeship problem. There's a lot of people pushing technologies out there, and they're saying, oh, we're going to do away with level 1. It's like, cool, but still got to build level 3s.
I worry about the kind of offshoring or kind of the knowledge as a service functionality of AI to some extent, where once you almost outsource the thinking, outsource the basic mechanics of a lot of ops, you lose then kind of the key intuitions that drive why is this op even important, or what does good even look like.
Security leadership is a people role. It is not a computer role. I have entire days where I don't turn my computer on, and I'm more effective rather than less.
Organizations, countries, teams, it's just people doing their own thing for a common kind of goal, right? So I think sometimes just having visibility into the people as well is such a critical thing that isn't always thought of right away. But so much about leading incidents is about the human and not always just the digital.
Dropzone will be the world's expert in SOC analysis, having worked across many hundreds of customers and investigated at some point millions of different tickets and alerts. It will be better than any company could ever be, or any individual SOC analyst could ever be, just because of its breadth of experience.
Every single person can walk into a Lowe's or a Home Depot or your local hardware store and buy every piece of material, every pipe, every wire, every tool you need to build a house. Can everyone do that? No. Tools in the hands of a carpenter who's been building houses for 20 years is going to build a vastly better house than me walking into a Lowe's and buying, $200,000 worth of tools.
Do you have something that you do to de-stress? Do you have a hobby? Oh, I go home and I study more cybersecurity. Okay, hey, calm down. You are going to burn out so fast. You need analog hobbies. You need to disconnect.
Don't sprint a marathon. You will not make it, especially in security. I think very tough for you to sprint a marathon. Don't burn yourself out.
Someone told me, Steve, the UN operations are the sun. The IT and the CISO are the moon. And I sat back and I said, did this guy just insult me? But what he actually meant was quite profound. The moon does not shine by itself, it reflects the sun. So security is never the star of the show.